put it in my palette and it's dry. But if I take my brush and put a little alcohol in it, it reconstitutes it and comes right back to life. Nothing's all
Oh wait,
wasted.
I didn't see that. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was showing the flower. So start again. So it was dry. Oh, usually her palette is dry.
I will usually start off with a dry palette. Sometimes I use a wet. Never say ever. But when it dries, you can bring it actually up on your palette and let it dry out up there, and then kind of scoop it out. But in this case, I want it juicy because I want to put a drop in the middle. On top of what's there, it's still kind of wet. And again, start in the center and work it out. So it's all kind of dried out on it. So no worries, go in the alcohol, give it a little tap. It's only a lot of alcohol. Put that in there. And blow out of the center. And now what I want to show you, do you see the crust that's forming on the edge? Mm-hmm. Now I can keep putting alcohol and get that to go where I want. And I want to show you one just offhand right now on how I was able to push it to an edge so it got a nice crust. You can change anything, but that really I did that. And this one here, I did it a little, let it be soft. But it's like little chunks of metal. It's not like the mix-it-in, so it would have mixed with it. It sits like almost on top. Okay? So there is a difference. It's not just the same stuff in a different type of a way. So I'm going to show you how I manipulate it so you can see what I mean. Because it's like magic. Let's say I want it over here. Look how you can actually put a line. And then come back. Just clean out some of that. A little alcohol down. See how it's building a bead? So you can control it. I'm a big control freak. You see how I can control that better?
Yes.
So you can control alcohol ink, and you can control the elements. If I want to play with it, I can. I'm not like, oh, I can only blow it. No, I can paint with it. Look at how that's going in and becoming a little cupped in the center. Look how lovely that is. Done. Make another flower. It took, what, 10 minutes? You know, you can add more and more and more and more. How beautiful. So let's do a bud for fun, huh? This one has alloy mix because it was on my brush, and you can see how it floats in there. How pretty that is. I'll just make a couple of buds. The big thing when you're making buds is make them different sizes. Okay? It doesn't matter what the heck the colors are. Just make them different sizes. Let it blow. If you want to make it fancy, you can blow them. It's easier to blow away from you than it is to blow towards you, so I would suggest doing that. This one has a little petal coming out. I like it. I'm leaving it. And that's what I mean by working with the universe. It does things on its own. And you decide if you want it. If you don't like it, I can use my brush anytime I want and make a point on it. Here, bud. You want it a little bit sharper focus? Bud. You want a petal coming out? Put it in front of this guy? Do it. Do whatever you want, because you can with this particular paint. So a lot of students will put this down. All they have to do is break it up, and it looks pretty. It's not that it's all about breaking things up. You know? It's the break up. Yeah, give it a little puff. That's always nice. And I'm going to steal some of this alloy and just bring it up here.
You can re-wet it?
You can reconstitute it with alcohol. So if you can think it, it's almost like if you can think it, you can do it. I'm going to put a little alloy there and just put a little more alcohol in it. I like to work really slowly in layers. Just take your time. It really looks beautiful.
I'm impatient. That's my problem.
Yeah, slow down. Slow down. Look how beautiful that is.
It's beautiful.
And I'm just going to break up those stems a little. We'll make a rose out of this. So this is only, what, alloy, one color. It was bubble gum, or gumball. Sorry. And I'll make a little. See how I just damp brush? I can make a little petals just starting to open up. This one here, I can see them because there's a dark line. I'm just highlighting.
If you add a different color, like green, for example,
okay.
will it like mix too much with the purple? I mean,
yeah, with the red. Yeah, it would. So you got to be careful with red and green because what do you get? You get brown. So you get to know a little theory. It helps you. But I could use a little purple. You know, if you're using a palette and you're not sure what the colors are, just paint the side.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't tell. But if you use the palette all the time and you use a limited palette and you know where your paintings are, just paint the side.
Paint the side if you don't know the color of what it is.
You'll always know. But when you use a limited palette and you always put the paint in the same spot, you'll automatically know what those colors are. So let's put a little of that purpley color in here. And if you notice your painting's looking a little cartoony, just add another value with another color, but it's got to be the same value. Like if I put the dark here, that don't look good.
Yeah.
But if I put it where it's dark, it looks wonderful. Okay, so that's a good little tip for technique. And all I have to do to fix that is lift it off, so you're never stuck. The only thing is Yupo does stain a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'll show you a trick on that. And see how you can see that dark line right there? Mm-hmm. If you just come and make a light spot, look at that. Instant petal, instant freebie. We don't work hard, right? We just make beautiful things.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to put a little green in there to kind of finish it off. There's a little green. And as you can see, I'm not a believer of plain ink. I mean, I mix it. So I'm just going to smash down some ink.
Okay.
It's going to turn into a bunch of leaves. Where are they? I don't know. I'm just going to put some alcohol in it, let it move. I'm going to puff it. You tell me what leaves are. Instant leaves, right? Everywhere. I keep it away from my flower. I'll bring them in later. See how that is? Now I'll tap off to get rid of the excess and bring them in. Now I'm not disrupting my flower. But I don't want my flower looking like color forms for those who know what color forms are. You have to be old to be.
I don't know what they are.
See how I soften the edge? It just keeps them from looking like something stuck on a flower.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
So see how I soften and how it blends into the picture? It works really nice. Doesn't that look a lot better?
Yeah.
I mean, so, and then here's a flower. Here's a leaf. Can you see the petal?
Mm-hmm.
The little leaf. You make a line. Everybody knows that's a leaf. There's a leaf there. There's a leaf right here poking up. So I'll darken underneath and maybe carve it out a little bit more. So the ink is giving, look at that leaf right there. Mm-hmm. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Right there. You can just put a leaf in there. Everybody's going to see it. Don't work so hard.
Don't overthink it, right?
Everybody overthinks it. We do. But after about a million years, I got this man in my head that says, "Are you seriously thinking anybody's going to see that? Move on." and I do. I move on, and you can always come back and change it. But listen for that voice. A lot of people hear it now. But a lot of people tell me they hear me in their head saying, "Change your color. Change your color."
I'll follow you all the time.
Do you see how lovely that looks?
Okay. Yes, we go. Okay, bye.
I want that to be softened to go in the background, so just muck it up. See that? And this, I don't care. This is a flower, but nobody needs to know all the information because this is where I want them to look.
Right.
So I want that to be soft. I might add a little green into it. Make a mess. If you can scribble, you're going to make beautiful art. But if you sit there and go, you know, it just doesn't look as nice. For my technique. There's nothing wrong with some illustration, but I'm just not into. I'm more of an artsy, sketchy girl. Look how lovely that is. Come on, it's beautiful. Not that I'm honking my horn. I think it's the ink that makes it beautiful. I just kind of push it around where I want it. So, there you go.
Beautiful.
Soften it up.
When I make a mess like this, it just becomes a mess.
Get one of
It
these.
doesn't
It'll
look like
help
a-
you.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
and you know what?
So
Let
my
it
list.
dry. Go slower. You might be just going a little bit too fast.
And we're probably for sure overthinking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that leaf. Look at those leaves right there. I didn't even add
Beautiful.
those, right? Look at that. There's a definite rose up there. Come on.
Beautiful.
Did I add that? No, I just added alcohol and smush. So anybody can do it. It's just be confident. You know when it looks good. And if someone says, you know what, your painting looks good, you don't say, no, it's not that great. Right? You know how we do that, right?
Yes.
Well, you know.
Oh yes,
You say,
for sure.
no, thanks so much. I really worked hard. And then they're going to say, hey, how much is that?
Yeah.
You say, hey, that's $35. So don't make them 200. And people ain't going to buy it.
Right.
But you make it where they can afford it, they're going to buy it. Because your art is beautiful. So come to my YouTube channel, join my Facebook page, and all those things. And I'm going to teach you as much as I can, and it's all for free. So please, happy painting, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Yay.
You're welcome.
Thanks.